Yo, what is good, YouTube? Krishan checking back in with another video. First things first, if you're watching this video, go ahead and drop a sub, drop a like, and drop a comment as well. In our first story of the day, we're going to take a look at Nick Walker a little less than 3 weeks out from the Arnold Classic. And this was my favorite shot from the shots that he took. It was 5 of them. I'll be sharing through with you guys in this video. And he looks huge in his most muscular. Look at his delts, man. They just look huge. But they are outshadowing his chest some, as you can see. Nick can still make improvements to his chest, but I definitely think we're going to see a more improved Nick Walker than we saw at the New York Pro. And everyone was going crazy about the package that Nick Walker brought to the New York Pro, and I'm pretty sure at the Arnold he's going to be even a little better than that. And I'm not worried about Nick coming in condition. His glutes were conditioned about a week or two out. So I'm pretty sure that Nick is going to come in better than the New York Pro. And this is going to be a very interesting Arnold Classic. And we take a look at this back shot from Nick Walker. And Nick is just so good from the back, man. His lats are a little lower than a lot of guys. You can't see him all the way yet because he isn't completely shredded. But from the back, the only person I think that can honestly probably beat Nick is William Bonac. I'm not sure if anyone else will be able to stand with Nick from the back, especially with the thickness and the hamstrings and his calf muscles as well. A lot of people don't talk about calves, but they do matter. When you have big calves next to a guy with no calves, it matters, man. Trust me, it does matter. But I think Nick is going to definitely do some damage at this Arnold Classic. I can't tell you guys where I have him placed yet. The videos will be coming soon. And around that time, it's honestly going to get crazy. There's going to be so much content. You may be getting 4 to 5 videos a day. But taking a look at Nick Walker in this side tricep pose, man, look at his leg. Nick looks very grainy to be so young. I believe he's only around 26 or 27, but his muscle already looks pretty mature. So I'm excited to see what Nick is going to bring to the Arnold Classic stage and as well as the Mr. Olympia. But I can tell you guys now that I do have Nick Walker in my top 5 at the Arnold Classic. In our next update, we're going to take a look at Keon Pearson at 4.5 weeks out of the Mr. Olympia. And man, Keone has Mr. Olympia written all over him. Honestly, he could potentially come in and win it this year. I still believe Keone has to make some improvements to his back. But other than bringing up his back some and conditioning, I believe Keone is almost at the top. But as you guys know, my favorite to win this year is Derek Lunsford because I feel like he's just a little more mature. And it'll be a more safe bet if we were to place a bet. But I'm excited to see what Keon is going to do, man. He's one of the most young and exciting athletes in bodybuilding, if not the most. One of the best genetically gifted athletes since maybe Flex Will, a lot of athletes say so. If Keon is able to come in condition this year, he can probably get into that top 3. But the 212 competition is getting very stiff, man. In our next update of the day, we get a physique update from Sergio Oliva Jr. posted on his story. And honestly, man, I'm going to take this for what it is. And Sergio kind of has a physique like Steve Kuklo. Looking at him, nothing just jumps out because he kind of has everything. And everyone says about Sergio and as well as Steve, you have to see them in person because they just look so much better. And definitely when Steve got on stage versus Ian, he looked a lot better. So I'm pretty sure that Sergio would stack up the same way. But honestly, looking at Sergio, nothing just jumps out at me like he's going to win the Arnold Classic. But Sergio definitely can win the Arnold Classic. I put that in the description of the video. So, yeah, I definitely believe Sergio can win the Arnold. Like I said, I can't tell you guys my predictions yet, but I do have Sergio in my top 5. And switching over to classic physique, we get an update from Terence Ruffin with his front double bicep. And Terrance is a little under 3 weeks out of the Arnold Classic. And Terrance doesn't look like he's on pace to be conditioned for the Arnold Classic. Maybe for the Olympia, but I'm not like a lot of other people who think people are in danger. These guys are professional athletes, and I'm pretty sure a lot of them can get in pretty good shape pretty quickly. So this doesn't scare me yet. We still have some time. He's a little under 3 weeks out, but I still think Terrance will be able to come in condition from the Arnold Classic. And in my last video, I said I don't think Terrance could beat Chris Bumstead. I think in those comparison videos, Terrance is a little darker, so the lighting just didn't do him justice. Seeing Terrance in this light, he looks like a whole different athlete, honestly. So let me give my respects to Terrance. But this is a picture I took off my feed I seen from Nick Strength and Power. This was Terrance last year to the right at 5 weeks out versus this year at 5 weeks out. And he is way more tighter last year, or way more conditioned last year. But like I said, I'm not too worried yet. Maybe in another week or two, if he still hasn't tightened it up yet, then I think Terrance will be in trouble. But there's a lot of hungry guys coming for their Arnold Classic, man, like Logan Franklin, Brian Jones, Steve Lars. So if Terrance drops the ball here, it's going to lower his momentum going into the Mr. Olympia. But I'm excited to see what Terrance can bring to the stage, man. One of the best posers in the IFBB today, and an amazing physique as well. In our last update of the day, we get this video update from Breon Ansley. The picture to your left was a prep file picture for last year. I just decided to put it up because Breon has an amazing back. And Breon is kind of, I guess, feeling like Chris. He's just letting you guys know that he's also a two-time champ, and he's definitely coming for that title. Breon is already in great condition, but he just has to keep it and maintain it going into that Mr. Olympia without getting flat. So excited to see what Breon is going to bring to the stage, man. Classic physique is becoming one of the most hyped divisions, especially last year with Chris versus Breon Ansley. And it's kind of starting to heat up again. We get updates from Terence Ruffin. We get Chris Bumstead, and Terence Ruffin, and Breon Ansley working with Chris Cormier, putting out some great updates as well, man. So I'm really excited to see every division at the Mr. Olympia this year. Honestly, I'll probably cover all of them. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, man. Like, comment, and sub. I'm out.